What's going on, world? AJ here, and today on AJ Tech we are talking about working remotely. If you are somebody who full-time works remote, maybe part of the time or just occasionally, or if you're one of those who are on call like I am this past week, being on call for IT and getting phone calls and have to log into my computer and take care of the business remotely, this episode's for you. So I'm going to give you some tips on the best ways to work remotely. So, as always, get yourself a beverage hour, sit back, relax, take some notes, and let's dive into the world of working remote. When it comes to working remotely, the number one thing you need is a computer. This is a company issued laptop from my company that I work for, and this is what I use every day. I take it with me, I put it in my backpack, I go to the office, I plug it up to a docking station with my giant monitors that I got surrounding me, and I go to work with the JLab headset and microphone to take calls for help desk. That's what I do. All right, that's what I do. In IT, I work the help desk. So it's a great gig, it's a great position to work for. I enjoy it immensely. So it is a fantastic job to do. But you may be doing other things remotely, working in the company. Maybe you have other duties, not help desk related, not IT related, but you do other work for a company. So as always, company is your laptop. They will get your laptop. There are parameters, of course, when it comes to company laptops. It really depends on the company you work for, but I find out that the standards are typically when you turn on your computer, they have a BitLocker system set up using a YubiKey to unlock your computer so that way you can get into the computer. But then you're stopped by, of course, your login account. You gotta log in with your username and password, and then you're in the computer. But if you're like our company, you have a company VPN that is preventing you from getting onto the network. So you will have to learn how to navigate that system. They'll teach you how to do it. You'll connect to the company's VPN to get onto the network using Okta Verify, which is the two-step verification. So, with the two-step verification, of course, when you log into here to your company's VPN to get onto the network and servers, you'll also have a company phone, or you can also use your personal phone. You just download Okta Verify, and then it'll send an alert to your phone, or you can use a 6-digit code that it provides to verify, yes, it's me that's signing in, and it'll sign you into the network. So, again, get to know your company parameters, securities, and all that features. They may have to get that account set up for you or add that to your account in order for you to use the company VPN and so forth. So step one is, of course, getting to know your company's computer, knowing how to log in, knowing how to connect to the servers and to your company's network. But of course, in order to do that, you have to have internet. That's right. Get yourself a good internet provider for your home. For us, Socket.net is what we're using right back there. As you can see in that square box right there, that is our internet modem right there for fiber optic internet here at the home. We have 500 megabits, could have gone to 1 gig, but we're doing 500 megabits for internet service for $55 a month. Pretty good deal. So we're running fiber optic, and of course, you know, gotta have a router too to go with it. This is a Linksys. I have a trouble time saying that name. Linksys is what we have here. It's a good router. I enjoy it. I've had this router for several years now, and it still does the job. This router acts as a multi-device for a Wi-Fi hub and a switch, and as a router. So it's all in one, and it's broadband or dual band, one of those two terms. Probably should have looked that up. But anywho, it provides either 5Gs or 2.5Gs, depending on where you're at your home. 5G, of course, it's more shorter range, but the 2.5 is a wider range for your home. I don't know what the square footage is for this thing. I think it's around 3,000 square feet of range or something like that, off the top of my head, if I can remember. But it provides good coverage for the house. You want to make sure it provides good enough coverage for your home. So make sure you know your home square footage. Otherwise, you're going to be buying like meshes or extenders to provide service for the rest of the house through your Wi-Fi connection. So make sure you have a good internet speed, good internet connection at your house for doing Wi-Fi, of course. Or if you want, like this computer over here and this tower here, hardwire it. I highly recommend you hardwire your stuff, which I'm going to be doing a project at some point this year to run Ethernet cabling through the home, starting with, underneath the crawl space and going to the living room TV to start with. And then we'll plan out the rest of the house at some point later on down the road. So hardwire, it's a better connection. It's solid. I highly recommend that route. But if you don't have that option, Wi-Fi is always the greatest route to go with. Now, what I do not recommend, unless you absolutely have to, hotspot. Hotspots on your phone. It is a good alternative. It's a good tool to have. It does work as long as you're in a spot that has good service. All right? Service can drop in and out. You'll get the phone call that they're having trouble with their hotspot. Nothing I can do about it. It's your cellular provider at that point. So if your connection is not strong enough to hold it, that's going to be the issue. It's not going to be IT side. That's going to be more of your cellular service provider at that point, because it's not holding your connection. And honestly, if you're working off of hotspot for 8 hours a day and you don't have internet at your home, what are you doing? Get you some internet, dude. Seriously, go get you some internet service for your home. Stop the hotspotting business, all right? It is not a permanent fix. Do not hotspot. I use it unless I have to use it, but it's like the last resort if I absolutely need hotspot. So this is in case of emergency, because you have only so much, and make sure you know your data plan. Know your data plan when it comes to hotspotting, because if you're calling help desk because you can't connect to your hotspot, you're probably out of data. All right, make sure you understand and know your data plan. Other things that can help you with your remote position is getting you a second monitor, connecting directly to your laptop, which I did an episode on that. You can check out that episode when it comes to display monitors. So there are 2 ways you could go about this. You can directly plug it into with HDMI or whatever the connection port is for your machine and monitor, or you could have a docking station to where you could have a little docking hub and connect more monitors if you like. So a couple options right there. And of course, when you're doing that, wireless mouse and keyboard, absolutely. It makes life easier when you're doing that. So this is basically how my setup is typically whenever I do work remote, minus the microphone, of course, is I'll take this laptop out and I'll put my work laptop in, and I have all the plugs right there, plug it all up, ready to go, ready to move, ready to do the job. And it's a fantastic time. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you learned something, picked up some ideas to help you with your remote journey. Stay safe out there and take care.